Okay, this is a quick video on reversing this magazine release to the other side on a SAR9. I really don't recommend doing this yourself. I would take it to a qualified gunsmith. You can actually ruin your magazine release in your frame doing this if you're not careful. So we're going to go ahead and remove the magazine. Make sure the gun is clear, devoid of ammunition before starting. Disassemble the slide from the frame. We really just need the frame. So when I'm pushing the magazine release, you can see it moving side to side. This is the magazine release spring. It's this metal bar here. There's a notch in the magazine release that it just rides into. So to take that out, you're going to have to detach the magazine release spring from the magazine release. You're going to want to back the magazine release with your finger here. Take a flathead screwdriver, pry that spring to the right and out of the notch. So the spring is now out of the notch and floating freely in the center. Now we have to remove that spring. So we have removed that magazine release spring there, and at this point we can remove the magazine release button here, and then we can go ahead and flip it over to the other side. So we're flipped, we have it on the other side. Okay, so we come to reinstalling this magazine release spring. I like to hold it with tweezers. You line it up and put it in the hole in the bottom of the V groove of the grip. And you just want to get it inserted kind of carefully. This is the spot where people can get in trouble and ruin things. What you're inserting the spring into is just the plastic of the frame. And you do not want to over insert it or bend it in any funny ways because you'll ruin the grip frame. The worst thing that you can do is over insert this. So I have it in the hole. And I'm going to go ahead and just push the magazine release spring down just until it stops. The second you hit resistance, stop, because you can push that magazine release spring too far to the point where it pushes through the plastic and it sits too low to actually actuate the magazine release anymore. And at that point, you're dead in the water. Okay, so the magazine release spring is now inserted in the frame. The magazine release is on the opposite side, so now that notch that it locks into is on this left side. I'm going to reorient the frame to a direction that's easier for me to work on. Going to go ahead and back the magazine release with my finger so it doesn't move as we try to install this. It's going to take some force, but we're going to go ahead and push the spring over and into that notch. So I'm going to try to get this on camera. So over and into the notch, and we're locked in, installed. We now have a functioning magazine release on the other side of the gun, perfect for a left-hander. Hope this helps.